What's up, my dudes? Oh, it's so bright. Hold on a second. I was gonna set up my big, nice camera for this. And then I realized that if I was gonna do that, I just would never do it because I have a problem with starting things. Anyway, so here we are. You're on my phone. I have my window open. You're gonna hear the sounds of the London streets. You're getting the full experience, okay? That's what's happening. So I'm making this video. I'm getting ready for the day, by the way. So that's, we're gonna watch me do my makeup. I'm making this video because I have an announcement to make, and it's that I made a travel course during a global pandemic. And I need to tell you about it. So last year I had the great fortune to meet Iz Harris. I met her at a brand dinner, and I knew that she and her husband Johnny, so it's Johnny and Iz Harris, they both have their own channels on YouTube. Go check them out, they're incredible. They started a company called Bright Trip, and what Bright Trip is essentially like a virtual travel agent, but instead of getting, like the brochure on London, you get a video course that is a little more interactive, a little more engaging, and gives you tips and tricks on all kinds of different things. So she and Johnny have made a bunch of different courses on like how to photograph your trip or how to document your trip, best places to eat ramen in Tokyo, things like that. And they have started to ask other creators to come on board and make courses based in their specific area of expertise. And so because Iz and I had met, she got in touch with me last year and asked me if I wanted to make a course for Bright Trip. And at the time, this was 2019, so before COVID hit, especially in the US, but even before anything big had happened elsewhere in the world. She had gotten in touch with me about making a course for Bright Trip about traveling healthily. And that was like, how do you deal with jet lag? And what about food allergies or travel stress? And so we were sort of working together to make that happen. And then COVID-19 hit. And it was like, okay, how do you make a travel course about traveling healthfully during a pandemic? So I had to think really long and hard about if I wanted to continue, doing this project, and if so, what was going to be the responsible way to do it, and discussed it over a ton with Johnny and Iz, and they were great about it, and we came to the conclusion that we would obviously need to address the pandemic issue first and foremost. And the way that we wanted to go about that was by making a special chapter of the course that is the first part that is released and will be the only part that is released until we feel comfortable doing more of the course, about things to consider travel and pandemic. And so I wanted to come on here and let you guys know that this course, for me and the way that I have structured it and the content that I have put together, is not in any way me endorsing travel or saying that travel is safe or travel is a good idea or travel is something you should do and feel comfortable doing. In my mind, it's a little bit, and this isn't a perfect comparison, but it's a little bit like the way we think about sex education. And we know that abstinence-only sex education only leads to worse outcomes for everybody because people aren't equipped with the knowledge that they need to make safe and healthy choices. Again, not a perfect comparison, but I am saying, like, there are situations in which people need to travel. Some people are moving. Some people have to go home to take care of family members. Some people have to continue traveling for work. I had to move to go to grad school. So there are situations where you're gonna have to confront something that is gonna be a challenging thing to approach, and this course is aimed to help prepare you, take everything into consideration that you will need to be safe and to make the best decisions possible when considering travel. We actually spend a pretty significant chunk of the course on whether you should travel at all and how to make that decision. So I spent a ton of time researching and being as up to date as possible on everything that someone would need to know before they travel. And we talk specifically about air travel, but all of the considerations are applicable to other kinds of travel as well. And I'm really proud of what we came up with and how this particular lesson of the course ended up. And it would mean a lot to me if you guys would check it out if you need to, or if you want to have it as a resource to give to somebody who may need it. It is for purchase, so it's available to buy. It's $10 for 3 videos and an associated PDF on how to minimize and mitigate your risk when considering something like travel. Sorry, my phone ran out of juice. Classic. Where was I? What was I saying? The upshot is, I'm really proud of it. I think a lot of the public health guidance and communication around COVID in general and risk minimization and mitigation and how to make safe and healthy choices for a sustainable long-term pandemic situation, which is what we are in. I think a lot of that communication has been really confusing, and people have sort of had this visceral reaction of like, then fuck it, like I'm not gonna listen to anything. But this course is my best effort to synthesize all of the information and all of the scientific evidence that we have about what matters and what makes sense in terms of making choices that will keep you and others healthy, what to consider, what is important, what isn't, and how to take that into account when making your decisions and your plans. The other great thing about it is that it actually, this platform that it's on, Brightrip, will let me update the course as we go along. So if you guys watch it and you have requests or you have suggestions and you have things that you want me to add or things that you're like, oh, I didn't really understand this or this didn't really resonate with me, I would love for you to tell me. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, on here, wherever. You can go to my website, submit an email there, and let me know, because then I'll be able to update the course. Like I can update the videos and I can change them and add things and subtract things to make them the best resource possible for you, so I can make them what you need. So the link to view the trailer for the course and to purchase the course is here, but it's also in the description. And it would mean a lot to me if you could check it out, if it would be useful to you or someone you know, and let me know what you think. Give me some feedback on how I can improve it and what information you might like added if there's any. Yeah, it's a decision that I stand by, and I hope that it's a resource that will be really useful to people. I know it sounds insane that a microbiologist studying infectious disease has made a travel course during a pandemic, but I hope after watching this video, this makes a lot more sense, and that you'll be able to use it for what it is, which is a resource for how to stay safe and healthy for yourself and everyone you know. I hope you guys are doing well. I am very busy making more videos for this channel. I've been pretty preoccupied making this course for the past month or so, and of course doing school full time. But I have some fun videos coming, both science related and just sort of more vlog stuff about what life is like over here in London and what full-time school is like, grad school during a pandemic when we're not allowed to meet in person. So if you guys have any questions about that or things you'd like to see in videos like that, then let me know. Leave them down in the comments. I love reading comments from you guys and responding. It's always great to hear from you. So I think that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.